It's about time I made this video. I don't know why I haven't posted anything Halloween related on my channel as of yet, despite the fact that I've done so numerous times previous years. But here's the Halloween display for this year, 2025. I'm out here. It's like what time is it? 2:24 a.m. Hope I don't see anything creepy out here because I do live out in the boonies. What the fuck is going on? There we go. I don't know what's going on with the picture, but yeah, there it is. No, I must show you everything I've put out. I'll give little tidbits and everything. Here's a guy who's gone through numerous changes. He's a scarecrow. His hat's kind of getting a little fucked up, but I don't really care. I'll get a bit into him after I show off some of the other guys. He's a scarecrow. If that makes any sense. And he appears to have carved a human head like a jack-o'-lantern. Isn't that lovely? Well, he's meant to look that way. He's supposed to have a knife, but I haven't been able to find a knife anywhere, like a prop knife. And, you know, dude, Halloween's a week away. It's not just a few days away, no. It's a week away, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get some luck and find a knife, but I don't know. Who gives a shit? We got this pirate guy. Nothing special about him. I mean, you know, he's been like, this guy's been like so many different characters, so many different times. He was a scarecrow. He's a couple other things. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, there he is. His eye patch is kind of falling off there. I painted that, by the way. It's a heart with a sword going through it. But I don't know. He's got rings on his fingers. Standing on a chest. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, whatever gives a fuck. He has a sword. Yeah, there he is. He's covered in rat shit because I left him out in the backyard of our house, which a lot of rats live here because we live directly in front of the wilderness. And I'm guessing they just saw him as a toilet and they shat all over him. Dog. That one kind of looks like Alice Cooper. We got this guy. And once again, nothing special about him. He's a cowboy. He's kind of fun to make. His eyes are supposed to glow red. But I'm not turning them on right now because I don't want to waste the battery. Which is focus. Alright, this is originally a really bland looking skeleton and I repainted it and it looks 100 times better. He's holding a gun. I had him out last year and the year before that. His finger fell off. That's not good. He's actually holding that thing. He's kind of thumbing the hammer there. He was on the lawn last year and the year before that. Though last year he's super bland. He just looked like an undead prospector. He's just sort of shambling around. He has actual nice boots, but they're kind of falling apart, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to use them. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. And just let the cowboy use them. Damn, it's dark. How do you get the flash on here? Or I don't know how to fucking work the flash on here. There's some rats in the trees. Ain't that fun? Anyways, that's the cowboy. Two little birds taking the big old third. Alright. We got the zombie. A spooky little zombie. I had him last year. This guy. He's a bit different. I had him the previous year too, but he's only like a torso with missing an arm. You know, more for gore, but this year he's, well, the year in the previous year he's standing now. He's kind of shambling. See the kind of pose I put his legs in. And the newest addition to him this year is the fact that he has a fucking He has a kitchen knife plunged in his chest. I need to redo his hair a little bit because it looks a little bland. But damn, the camera's getting all blurry. Fuck's sake. Probably because it's dark. Now he's got a kitchen knife in his chest. Ah, you fucking dick. There we go. You see all the horrible hot glue on there because the blade snapped. And I wish I could turn the flash on, but I don't know how. There's a lot of blood all over it. He's got a lot of blood all over him, but he's ugly. He's got little hands. I foam filled his head, which I didn't last year. This is a floppy mask, but that Loctite big gaps crap is wonderful for film filling masks. Yeah, great. But yeah, that's a zombie. Extra cool. His foot is really fucked up looking. You can barely see it, but that's why I have this huge tombstone blocking it because I'm not willing to show that thing off because it looks like crap. But yeah, that's a zombie. This is a bit of a problem. And here we have Jason Voorhees, or Jason without his hockey mask, because some kids stole his hockey mask last year. And it was a really expensive one that I painted. It was a Part 6 Friday the 13th blank. But it was stolen. Just fucking bullshit. And I'm not willing to have that happen again this year. So I just wrapped his head in, I don't know, gauze. And I'll eventually put on his hockey mask when Halloween rolls along. You know, that sort of thing. I'm hearing a lot of weird noises. I'm not sure what that is. He's actually holding his machete. Barely fucking tell. I tried making it look as if he's gripping it, but the glue is like completely coming off. I'm hearing so many weird noises right now. There we go. That's his machete. Yeah, it's Jason. I don't know. See him get a far shot of him. He's pretty cool. He looks like a man. He scared a lot of people back in 2021, 2020, 2019. 2018 as well, and even before that. He's pretty fun. I like him. Next we have the newest addition to the lawn. This guy finished about a month ago. We have a weird freaky pirate thing. Ooh, look at him. Yeah, there he is. I was inspired to make this guy when I rewatched what's it called, the Mist, the Fog. I always get that movie's name mixed up with either Fog or Mist. But that film, the pirates in that, a couple of them had meat hooks. I just thought, you know, that would look kind of cool if I gave him a fucking meat hook for a weapon. I couldn't find any vintage meat hooks I could give him, so I just made my own out of a old twig and a hook that I found. It's like a metal hook. And then I used those Dollar Tree skeleton hands that they had out, you know, this year. And I cut it up and I made it so that, let's see if I can show you. I made it so that it looks like he's gripping the damn thing. I think it looks mighty fine. I think the hook has a little bit of blood at the end there. Really fucking tell, but there's blood on there. Old dry blood though. 200-year-old blood. He's got a little pistol. Oh, you can barely fucking tell. How do you fucking... I honestly wish I knew how to put the flash on. I might take a... You know, tape this during the day as like a separate video, but this guy's cool. I don't know, he's got boots. Got little shitty pleather boots. March. That's him. I don't know, he's got a bit of a beard, like that weird little beard under the chin. God, look at him. This is like a typical Fun World mask. It was like that weird swamp zombie, and I thought it looked really cool, so I repainted it. He had a different head. Originally his head was supposed to look like this, but this head was too small when I sculpted it, and I was like, ah, fuck, you know, put all this effort into a head. So I took off the bandana and the pipe, because those little accessories belonged to this head originally. I just stuck them onto this head, so now his bandana and that little pipe there belong to him now. So this guy, yeah, he's out of the picture, unfortunately. But I like the way he looks now. He's got a little three-dimensional head, despite the fact this mask only covers up this portion of your head, but all this hair usually helps. Unless the wind's blowing. But yeah, that's him. He's got a little striped tank top, and his ribs are all exposed. The light kind of ruins the, the effect, but I doubt people give a shit. We'll just see a weird, creepy pirate skeleton guy. But yeah, he's one of my favorites so far. Oh, I used to use like what do they call it? Latex caulks? Put the little bits in between the bones. I thought the bones were longer, and I kind of fucked up, so there's like really big gaps. Should not be big gaps. But anyways, that's the second time I've said big gaps. That's him. Okay, I've been dwelling on this guy for too long. But I have another pirate from this year. Well, at least from last year as well. We have the incredibly obscure One Piece character, is Captain John of the Rock Pirates. Of the Rock Pirates. He showed up for like, I think 2 episodes, and was like only in the TV series for a total of like a few seconds. No, a couple minutes actually. I think he's one of the zombie generals, if I can remember. But he was cool. He was like just always cackling and laughing, and he was drinking a fucking bottle of like a rum or something. But he had a ton of swords skewered through his belly, and he just looked really cool. There he goes. He's got his little hand in his pocket there. Paint's kind of chipping, but nobody's gonna notice. He's got a bottle of booze. That head there. He's laughing. He's like an old man with a long chin and some funny long white hair. White hair. He's got some little tassels on his shoulders. Let's see. You can barely fucking tell. Quality on this camera is great, by the way. I'm not using my phone. This is another phone. He's got a ton of bandages all over his shirt. He's got nice striped pants. Got some more tassels. And something my uncle gave me. He was fun. He was fun to make. I like his coat. I like the way he looks. He's another one of my favorites. Captain John. His shoes used to have golden buckles. Fucking barely tell he even has shoes. They're so covered in leaves. They're covered in so many leaves. His shoes used to have golden buckles, but I made them out of female and they broke off because I left these guys outside like a fucking dumbass. But yeah, I like Captain John. He's fun. Always laughing. Okay, enough of the idiocy. That guy up there is gonna have a strobe light and he's gonna be fucking scared. On to the scarecrow. This guy I put together in July. He's supposed to have boots, but I took him off and gave him to the scarecrow that's over there with the human head jack-o'-lantern because he needed shoes. And plus, I doubt anybody's gonna fucking notice. I don't really give a flying fuck. But I made a coat for him out of old sun-bleached cloth. Gave him a couple old ratty-looking gloves, and he just stuffed him with straw. And then I gave him this weird, fucked-up-looking head that fits not a single hat to top it. I say old Shakespearean. But yeah, he's fun. His head does not look like that originally. He had a much slimmer head that wasn't as fat and weird looking, but it looked like crap, so I just got rid of it. But I like this new head. It's pretty creepy. I technically made this mask last year, but I don't know, I didn't finish it up until I think May of this year. I might be wrong on that, but it's a very fun mask. I like it. What else other than him? I'll do some couple shots of him real quick. Lighting's all fun, ain't it? It's probably like 3 in the morning already. I'm up like a goddamn crackhead. Okay, that's enough shots of him. We have this guy. I've had him for a long while. I'm not gonna put too much on him. See the way I'm fucking switching for my words? I think I'm going insane. But yeah, he's just a skeleton monk thing. He's got a little touch. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing really to talk about when it comes to him. He's just a monk. You barely fucking see him. There he is. I've had this guy for the past like 13 years. No, like 13, 14 years. He's just been out here on the lawn, or front lawn? I don't know. What do you consider this part of the outside area? Isn't really the front lawn if it's like here. I guess it is a lawn. But either way, I've had him here for like 14 years. Wonderful little man. Bush o' limbs. Bagged lights so that the rain doesn't cause a fire. Fucked up bird. It was like a vulture or something. And that's not all. A doll hung. Ooh. Technically, the area where this doll that's being hung by the neck is. This area is meant to house a. Oh, I get my foot out of the frame. It's meant to house the Slender Man, or a prop that is meant to be the Slender Man, but he's not done. I'll show you some behind the scenes shots of his current, progress, that sort of thing. What is that? I flew off the door today. That's nice. We have another pirate, another evil scallywag, a scumbag, fiend. So this guy was also fun to make because originally he was just a torso, and right there used to be a bush, a very dead bush that was ripped out without her knowledge. It was just sort of pulled out without us knowing. I think like 4 months ago, and last Halloween I had just his torso poking out that bush like he was just kind of trying to jump scare people. But now that bush was removed, I was like, fuck, I can't put this freak in the bush anymore because there's no bush to put him in. So I was like, you know what, I'll give him a pair of legs And that's exactly what I did. Now he's got the little pirate sash. He's got the pants. Some nasty looking dirty holes. I don't know, look at that nasty stain. He's got some nice little boots. You can barely tell in the dark. Shitty pleather boots repurposed into old styled boots. And then I only had one of these boots, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make him a peg leg out of a pool noodle. Which is exactly what I did here. It's just a pool noodle turned into a peg leg. Burned lines into it. But yeah, I like him. He's fun. He's very creepy. I'm sure he'll scare a lot of kids this year. Oh, I also sculpted his head. He's also technically paying homage to a prop that I used to like as a kid. That it was a house in this neighborhood that I used to. There was a house in this neighborhood that used to decorate really well back when I was a kid, and they had a prop that looked just like this guy, and he poked out of their bush. I finally see. I speak clearly. I don't fucking turn into a complete mess there. But anyways, yeah, the prop looked like this guy, and it was just an upper torso poking out of a bush, and I don't know, yeah, I liked it, and then it one day disappeared, and I was kind of bummed about that, because I liked looking at him, so I was like, you know, fuck it, I'll just make my own, and there he is. Yeah, he's got nasty little hairs. I've shown him enough. I'll take that hook. Now, to those of you who watched Creepshow, you'll recognize this ugly fucker. Not only is this a Trick or Treat Studios mask of the character, but this is Dead Nate, or Nathan Grantham, from the Creepshow series. And there he is, and there's some old bottles I found in these areas. Just put against the grave. I don't know why there's old bottles, but there just is. But yeah, he's fun. I don't know. There's nothing really much to him. I just shredded up an old suit jacket and I put a bunch of dirt all over it, and same with the tie and the undershirt. And then I, just got the mask, and there it is. I also made him a little hand. It's like a weird blow mold vintage like zombie thing. It looked really goofy. It's very cartoony, but they call him like Dead Ted or some stupid crap like that. But I repainted it and I gave it to him because it looks kind of withered and old. I'd imagine you have a lot more of a skeletal hand though, so maybe it's not completely accurate. But yeah, it's got a shitty little tombstone there. Ooh. And past here, which I'm probably gonna move these. Got the skull. You have the skull pile. A lot of skulls. A couple of them that I painted. This one has a terrible paint job because I painted it like a couple of years ago. It looks like crap, but there it is. Yeah, I don't know. Skull pile, very fun. There used to be a bunch of rats eating them, but I moved those rats to somewhere else. And then we get to this guy, who's one of my favorites. I fucking love this guy. Hold on, actually, that's not right. Still not right, but it looks a lot better. No, it does not look right. Much better. Now his hook doesn't look fucked. Weird, giant, fucking monk skeleton thing in a robe. God, was he fun to make? Well, I didn't make him last year. I made him 3-4 years ago. He looked like absolute dog shit before. I have a couple videos on my channel of what he used to look like. His head was terribly painted and he's just very basic, but the robe stayed the same. The robe is made of a bunch of different like old sun bleached sheets. That sort of thing. He's fun. I recently, I think 2-3 years ago, painted his skull and made it look a lot better than he used to. I might show some images of that on screen. I gave him bloody tears because I thought that just looked fucking amazing. He's got hair, you can kind of see a vertebrae in there, but you can barely tell. Oh, he's got some weird runic markings. He's got a giant articulated hand, which I found in Virginia City up in Nevada. Bought that for pretty cheap. He's got a hook because originally he didn't have a hand. Well, he still doesn't have a hand. I didn't know what the fuck to give to him, so I just gave him a hook. Got a little bit of blood on there, just to show he's had his way with a few people. I don't know, I can show that. Whatever, who cares? Yeah, there he is. In all his glory. Surprised he hasn't fallen over yet. Thank fuck. And now we move on. Ignore that. That's that head that I just showed you guys. And now we move on to a guy I finished not too long ago. Now, if any of you are aware of the company Aurora and their horror like model kits, you guys might know of the one called the Forgotten Prisoner of Castle Mare or Mare. Well, I basically made the Forgotten Prisoner of Castle Mare in all of his beauty. Had a terrible impression here, but yeah, there we go. He's got rats all over him. Not totally accurate, but accurate enough. He was very fun. He's just your typical crap. Oh wait, hold on. I have a flashlight with me. I can just show all the detail. He's just a typical cheap plastic skeleton. But with, I'm gonna have to go over the other guys that probably were barely visible in the dark with this thing now. But I don't know, cheap plastic skeleton. He had a terrible face, like a terrible skull design, so I removed that face, which is technically right here, that one. And I replaced it with this thing. It's a very realistic looking skull. But yeah, this is the Forgotten Prisoner of Castle Mare. There's a fucking rat coming out of him. He's fun. I liked him. He's got a old shackle around his neck. Oh, look at that. That's not right. I forgot to paint that. He's got a shackle around his ankle. And he's got a big horrible tarantuloid. No, a little tarantula around his fucking chain there. But yeah, I don't know. I like this guy. He was lots of fun to make, and he looks fucking great in this lighting. I mean, just look at that. Look at how fucking cool it is. I also had to replace his ribs because that other pirate guy with the meat hook, with the striped tank top, I technically gave him his ribs. So I just got one of those like blood gushing rubies. Is it rubies? Or is it Fun World? I think it's Fun World ribs, and I just cut it up and made it look all three-dimensional and painted it to match this bone color. And there it is on his chest. God, I love him. I love him a little too much. I love this fucking design. I'm tempted to leave. I'm tempted to leave him here. But the association will probably kick our asses. I'll break my knees and they'll spit in my face. No. Do you hear the coyotes? Hopefully that got caught on camera. You hear that? Those are coyotes. Anyway, sorry. It's like woods in front of our house. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get Prisoner of Castle Mare. I'm gonna stop showing them so much. So it's got the little rat underneath him. I don't know. He's also got like a little snake near him and a disgusting looking squash that I carved last year. Speaking of which, this one's from last year and it hasn't rotted yet. I've lifted it up and it still hasn't decayed. Very impressive. I'm probably gonna carve this pumpkin too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stop going on one singular character because he's just sort of, you know, been shown off long enough. This light lights up everything. Also lights up this fucking sign, which looks so fucking cool in this lighting. Look at that. Well, let me turn off the light. Hold on. There we go. Looks a bit more orange off camera. Kind of wish I was able to be captured a bit better. Yeah, it looks a lot more orange off camera, but it looks yellow here for some reason. It looks so much better off camera. Fuck. But yeah, that's what it. That's the asylum sign. Whatever. I have one more guy to show off that I'm currently working on. He's been kind of a pain in the ass, but here he is. He's a maniac wearing a pumpkin, like a split in half pumpkin decoration as a mask. I don't know why he's getting a lot of focus. There we go. Yeah, he's wearing a pumpkin mask. And I gotta attach that hand, like glue the fingers around the axe, but he's carrying an axe, which is just a shitty blow mold axe. I was hoping I could find a better axe, but money's tight. Well, it was tight. No longer is it tight, but I'm on crunch time now. Plus, this looks fine. I don't really give a shit. It looks like an axe. His finger came undone there. I need to glue that back down. But yeah, I don't know. Oh no, his shoe. His shoe came off. Or at least the sole of his shoe. That's not good. But I don't know, man. There he is. He's gonna look good. I'm gonna put some blood on his axe. So technically this body originally belonged to this fucked up guy. And technically last Halloween he used to be a Jeff the Killer dummy. This is how he used to look. But once again, I re-outfitted him, if that's even a word. Guy, this entire getup used to be on that, on this specific body. I just took off the entire scarecrow costume and I stuffed it like a scarecrow, funny enough, and I put on a new outfit because I wanted to make a whole nother character, but once again, at the time, money was a bit tight. I didn't have enough money to buy some more PVC pipe, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, he's a scarecrow. I'm going to take his clothes off and I'm just going to go ahead and stuff him like a scarecrow, and then I'm just going to take this body and use it, you know, to make this new guy. And I don't know, he's coming together. She's being a bit of a pain in the ass. A big pain in the ass. Yeah, that's pretty much all of it. I guess I should, or I guess I can show these guys off in a bit more detail now that I have that flashlight. For instance, the severed head. Yeah, look at how gruesome that is. That's something I sculpted. Lots of fun. I just heard rattling chain. It's odd. Yeah, we got fucking creepy looking son of a bitch here. Got creepy looking son of a bitch here too. Look at him. Look at them boots. Yeah, they got some nice little boots there. Love his boots. I got the undead fucker with a knife in his chest. Ugly as fuck. Let me see if I can space in on that knife there. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, he's gross. Ugly son of a bitch. Okay, we got this guy right here. Once again, Jason Voorhees. Just doesn't have his mask on because those goddamn kids keep stealing it. Because I'll put fucking fish hooks on it. They'll skewer their damn fingers. Now we got, here's a guy in better detail. Pirate thing. There we go. When you put some light on it, you can see the inside of his eyes and you can see all the foam poking through his bullshit. Looks better that way then. Let's see if we can see that meat hook a little better. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see all the blood. He's got his little bony fucking hand. Little bony hand. Guess I can show these guys a little better. There's nothing like too interesting about these guys. I just want to put a candle in it, all like LED candle. I can't put a real candle in his mouth. It fucking causes a fire, but you know, LED candle from Dollar Tree in his mouth. And then we have these two little creatures. I don't know. I also got this creepy fucker. Yeah, you've seen him in good lighting. I think that's it. I don't know. I do want to show the hook. That is like very realistic blood on my stuff. You can barely tell. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Guess I can show this guy off. Also, excuse the mess. It usually gets messy at this time of year because all my shit. Making a new scarecrow. I think I had a little showcase of this mask on my channel, which might link that in the description. It's lots of fun to make, but I, you know, put on the scarecrow. And when he's done, because I gotta fix his waist, because look at how weird his waist looks. He's just, I don't know, he's like just a fat old man, you know. But I gotta fix his waist. When he's done, I'll put him out. I really want to give him like a weapon, like a sickle there, but I don't have a sickle, so I just might have one loose hand. But yeah, he's nice. I like him. He's very, very creepy. I gotta fix his legs and his waist. I wanted that Slenderman dummy I was talking about. Here he is. I'm technically rehauling him at the moment. He looked like shit before. This isn't necessarily the best shot of him, but this is how he used to look. A little pinhead. Before, he looked like a pinhead. But I'm fixing him. Gave him a better coat. Suit coat. Longer slacks. It's a crazy cat running around. I'm working on his head right now. These are his tiny little feet. Those are his tiny little feet there. I don't know. Last step is to really... What the hell? Last step is to make him a new head, which I'm currently doing as we speak. Here's a new head I'm working on for him. Much larger than his previous one. Yeah, there it is. There it is, ain't that right? Gotta wait for this all to dry so then I can paint it. The fuck you looking at, motherfucker? Yeah, I don't know. Should be fun. He's technically a foam fill insert from a shitty Slenderman Ghoulish Productions mask that looks nothing like Slenderman because I gave him eyes. But I removed that little foam insert from the mask because the mask was coming to dry rot. And so I went and cut it up and pulled this out, and I think it looks a lot better than the previous head, which I might show a picture in here. That's it, really, for all I have to show. Bye-bye. You know what? I'll show off one more guy that needs to be put outside soon, because it's like the 27th now, and it's getting a bit late. This guy, I don't know, he's a cool demon skeleton. Doing some Baphomet shit. I don't know if he looks good with the loincloth or not. I don't know. I mean, looks kind of funky. We can always take it away. He's got some chain around his hip and then kind of thrown around his body like a sash. Does that look any better? Let's see. I kind of like him with the loincloth. I don't know where the fuck to put him outside, but I'll put him somewhere outside. He'll look fucking scary. At least I hope he looks scary. I don't know. There he is. And here's that finished Slenderman prop I was talking about. This is a day later. Finished his head up. He's huge. I really measured him, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. His legs are kind of funky. His feet are tiny. But he's such a major improvement from the way he used to look, because he used to look really funky. I don't know. He had a pinhead. Best way to describe it. He had a tiny little head. The suit jacket was like way too short and like around here. So were his slacks, and I don't know. He just looked kind of funky. And now he actually looks. He looks like an actual intimidating figure. You know, he looks fucking scary. He looks like the Slender Man. If you guys have ever heard of, you know, the urban legend Slender Man. God damn, I wish I could, maybe I can turn it. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, you're gonna have to turn your phone sideways, by the way. But yeah, there he is. I gotta put him outside tomorrow. Creepy looking. Fuck, look at him. Look at him. The back of his head is unpainted, unsculpted, because I just didn't feel like it. And that's literally just a foam insert. I don't even know, what the fuck would you call that? I foam filled a shitty looking Slenderman mask. I cut away the foam, or cut away the latex, because the mask was rotting. It was literally just all cracky and shit. So I peeled it off and I had this foam inside. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use that and make it look like a better, you know, head. And then I just put a bunch of foam clay over it, and yeah, there you go. Slendy. He's outside now. No longer nighttime. I don't have to whisper like a fucking psychopath. There you go. He's in the ground. I gotta find a new place to put that little thing, because that was where he was at, or is now. His arm looks a little funky there, but I don't really give a shit. There he is. His legs look super fucked up. I have no clue how to fix them. I don't really care.